Hello, my gorgeous Aries. Welcome back to Fifi and Gigi's tarot readings. I hope you're all feeling absolutely amazing. Aries, let's jump straight in, shall we? I'll just move the clarifying deck to the side. This is the main deck. Now, Aries, this reading will be for those that perhaps have recently, or maybe it's been a few months, you've recently, or like I said, maybe you've just stopped talking to someone that you were in a romantic relationship with, someone that you really, really liked. Maybe the relationship never even got off the ground, but we're not talking to each other. And perhaps this question that is being kind of looming over your mind is, well, is this really indeed truly over, right? I feel like this reading is going to be more of a confirmation of what you feel. Maybe your heart is saying, okay, maybe I should move on. See what else is out there. Maybe for some of you are like, no, I feel connected to this person. It defies logic and reason. Is there hope yet? So we're going to jump straight in and yeah, we're going to see what's going to happen. Now there will be, I haven't done this in a few weeks, but there will be an optional, remember, optional extended reading. And over at the extended reading, I'm going to be focusing, and look at that, the sun has already come out. This is beautiful. There could be hope yet. So there will be an optional extended reading. The link is in the description box below, Aries. It will be the very first link underneath all of the yellow stars. I'll be using two completely different decks. They're lined up behind me, ready to use. Now, the purpose of that extended reading is, you see, over here, I'll be looking at your energy and, of course, your person's energy and how we all mix together. But over at the optional extended reading, I want to focus 100% on your person. We're going to put a spotlight on your person. Now, this is a timeless reading, so whenever you watch it, that's the correct time, right? But I want to see in the extended reading what's happening in your person's universe, what's happening in their world, what's their current story, what are their big thoughts and feelings about you, what's happening behind the scenes in your person's life that you may not be aware of. Could be anything at all. And of course, moving forward / outcome, what do they want with you? What are they afraid to have with you? Maybe it's your rejection, or, maybe they find out you've got your eye on someone else, for example, you only want to be friends. So that's going to be very interesting reading, because we are reading from your person's perspective and only from their perspective in regard to you, Aries. So without further ado, let's do this over here. We got 4, 3, 2, and the last one. I don't like to look at the cards. That's why I shuffle weird. Here we go. All right, Aries, you and your person. We're not talking. What's going on? What's influencing everything? All right, so it looks like perhaps we did not end this connection well. I mean, it's pretty hard to also break up with someone and say that went well, right? 5 of Swords shows that there is a lot of conflict. Now, it's a mental card here as well. Think of the 5 of Swords. Think of pretty much all swords. We have challenges, but they're more mental, right? This is Aquarius energy. Your person can be any star sign, but I kind of feel like your person, it almost feels like they took you for a ride, right? It's almost like they may have been breadcrumbing you, or it's like you tried to meet them in the middle. It's like, meet me in the middle, right? But they never did. They never quite made it. You could see them as quite selfish, breadcrumbing you. You felt used by this person, almost like they wasted your time. And unfortunately, as a selfish card, it almost shows, Aries, that if you had any winnings or any success in your life, they may have been jealous. Maybe their friends and family were influential around them by saying, why would you be with Aries? What about that person? Or be single. That type of influence is terrible, right? So it is a card of conflict, disagreements, and chaos and all that. Sometimes your person can be quite stubborn. In other words, they prefer to be right instead of having peace in the relationship. It's a bit of that mindset, really, it creates conflict. Some of you might be even permanently turned off by this person. What else do we have? Oh, the sun. You see, it's interesting how the sun made an appearance, and I thought, interesting, it's made another appearance. We have you. The Ace of Wands is Aries energy. I'm just going to tell you right off the bat. I know that you're thinking about this person, but it's not just one way. It's actually two way. They're thinking about you. They're strictly thinking about you. Would you like to shed light on this relationship? Because I have a feeling, oh boy. Okay, Aries, there's probably a reason why I felt guided to do this type of reading. It is a very delicate subject, of course, especially if we had very intense feelings, but we're not talking to them anymore. Oh boy. The reason why I keep saying that is because I feel like they want to shed light on this. But you are also going to put a spotlight on how they treated you, how they judged you, how it was one-sided. I don't care where the sun lands. The fact that it made an appearance in this instance kind of twice, right? Leo energy. This is the happiest card in the deck. It's the most powerful card in the deck. Like literally, doesn't matter if it's next to a challenging card, it will soften the effect of it all the way down to the ground. Ooh, it's about just pure joy, bliss and blessings. I believe this person that you are thinking about, the reason why you're watching this reading, I think they realized they had it good with you. They had it good with you. There's no one else out there like you. We've got Judgment, Scorpio energy. This person has had an epiphany. You've had actually a lot of time here to also have some self-reflection, to kind of evaluate this relationship. But yeah, this is about rebirth. It's about asking you for another chance. Hand on their heart. Ooh, we got the most romantic king, King of Cups, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energy. Just going to say it. This person deeply cares about you. Now, their words and actions in the past speak very different volumes. I just feel the fact that you're not in the picture anymore. I feel like now it's like their heart is saying, where's Aries? What did you do? You did this to Aries? Go and get Aries. Oh boy, this is, let's see. We've got you. Doesn't matter if you're divine masculine, divine feminine. We've got the King of Wands, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo energy here. You're motivating this person. You are definitely motivating them. They see you sometimes a little bit as too good for them, a bit out of their league. I kind of don't see that as a bad thing. That means if they're going to reapproach you, they're going to do it from a good place, out of respect, right? We want this person to approach you correctly. Let's get the main messages. Got the World. Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio energy. Even if this is a relationship that is, look at that. This is at the bottom of the deck. They're thinking about, I'm wondering who left who here. If it was you, they're realizing I had it coming. But if they left you, if they were the ones that left you, now they're thinking, oh boy, I should have never done that. This is obviously the end of a cycle. So obviously we're not together. But both of you have come full circle. This is the end of a very difficult chapter. This is the thing though. There may be a chance here. There could be an opportunity. In fact, you know, the Ace of Wands always shows me this is a card of massive opportunity if you want to start a new chapter with this person. Yeah, Aries, you're going to have to probably prepare yourself, because this Knight of Cups, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energy is the most romantic knight. They are a dreamer, an idolist, very emotional, very romantic. They're coming back. They're actually on their way. Doesn't matter geographical location here. You are getting an apology, but an apology is not enough here. I feel like this person has to go above and beyond, explain themselves, call themselves out, put a spotlight on this and show through actions that they will not hurt you again. I feel like this person actually really didn't know. They didn't know what they had until they realized, okay, Aries is not fighting for me. Aries is not actually calling me. Now I feel really, really lonely. Now they're discovering how selfish they were. I feel like they took you for granted. And now they're coming to apologize. That's a very big reunion card of asking you out. Oh, we got the Devil. Yep. Capricorn energy. See, it's very interesting because the Devil actually shows unbreakable bonds of commitment, engagement, marriage. But I don't want to say obsessed. I always say that because it's a very dangerous word. I will say this person is utterly infatuated with you. It's a hypersexual card. We do know that. People say it's a very physical card. It's the sex card. But I do feel this person is absolutely infatuated with the idea of getting back with you. There's also an apology about self-sabotage. Yes, it's a toxic card. Yes, it's a card of extremes, of too much where it becomes unhealthy. Maybe they were around toxic people. Maybe they had their own toxic habits, addictions, dependencies. I'm not really picking that up for the vast majority of you, but it's a card of self-sabotage. That I'm getting for the vast majority of you. So this person really needs to get out of their own way and stop sabotaging excellent things that happen. You were the best thing that happened to them. Oh, you got my second favorite card in the deck. The Two of Cups. Cancer energy. A lot can happen within 2 months. A lot can happen. That is another card. Just like the Ace of Cups, it is the card of true love. In fact, the Two of Cups is actually telling the both of you that now, right now, wherever and whenever you're watching this, it's not the time to walk away. It's not the time to give up on those that we love. Now is not the time. There is something here that both of you need to come together, talk it out, express our feelings. Wow, this is kindred spirits. Wow, I feel like this is really catching up to your person. Oh, yeah. And we end with the mother of all conversations here. This is the mother of all clarity. It may be, I'm seeing a new start. It may be a little bit challenging, but look at that. The dove signifies that they come in peace, right? The road before both of you will be very, very clear. And that's what I love here. So we've got honest communication. Sword is down. Everything that they haven't told you, they are desperate to tell you. And I feel like that's a big hyper focus here that they have. A bonus message is the Six of Wands. Leo energy. This is actually the card of success, personal victory, of working things out, but it's not going to happen overnight, right? There's a bit of a trickle effect here. This card does come also with a level of a bit of jealousy. So this is the thing, Aries. I want you to think hard about the people around your life, especially the people around their life, because I feel like they may have been severely influenced, right, into not taking this relationship seriously, into taking advantage of you, using you, abusing you. When I say abusing you, not hopefully not physically, more about like just abusing your heart, your trust, right? Your time and your energy here. They want to, oh, this person really want, this is not one way, this is definitely two way. You see, the Two of Cups is a card where we start to mirror each other. What we're thinking, what we want, what we don't want here. But look at this, we've got a brand new start with major clarity here. All right, let's see. We've got 3, we'll do 2 more. I always see the initial J with you. I'm seeing F, M. I don't know if it's M or N. I'm not sure which one. Last one. Oh, this is a very interesting reading. I really feel like your person took advantage and they were not fully committed. They had one foot in, one foot out. That's what happened here. But what happened was they didn't expect to fall in love with you. And then they realized, holy crap, there is no one else out there that I'm even remotely attracted to. There's something special about Aries. Now it's eating away at them. Now they realize, boy, did I self-sabotage this. 3, 2, last one. Excellent. All right, Aries, here we go. I do apologize again if my voice sounds weak or if I cough. I'm getting over a really sore throat. So it's really dry and just husky at the moment. Look what's underneath. The Lovers, Gemini energy. And I love that it's a number 6 because 6s in tarot, they're all about balance, about healing, forgiveness. We know that the Lovers is choices. It says even right there, it's about choices. We've got Archangel Raphael in the middle, trying to heal this relationship, trying to bring you back together again. This could even be, some of you may want to be with this person again. Maybe some of you just want to hear the truth, forgive and move on. There's no wrong answer here, but emotions are still there. I can see Aries. Let's not beat around the bush. They have strong feelings for you. In fact, they've got infatuation with you, but I can see that you have feelings for them as well. Now we've got the fastest moving knight, the Knight of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Very interesting because as the fastest moving knight, they may come in very fast, but it's telling you you don't have to move fast, right? It's only because maybe some of you, what bothers you, what you're unsure about is how they treated you, how they didn't fight for you in the past, right? And I mean, I totally agree with you. You may need a bit more convincing here, but they're very determined here. They're on their way. That's the thing. It's like, I don't know, I just kind of feel like, not as an impulsive spur of the moment, they've been thinking about this for a while. It's like one day they're just going to wake up and say, I'm going to do it. Got the Queen of Pentacles, Judgment again, the Queen of Swords. I feel like there was definitely an influence here of a divine feminine. With that Queen of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. It couldn't have been their ex. It couldn't have been their mother, former mother-in-law, a sister, a divine feminine here. Yeah, we've got Judgment, poor judgment on your person's end. And we also have Queen of Swords. Yeah, I feel like, unfortunately, I don't want to stereotype, but when I see too many queens, it shows a lot of gossip for me. So I do feel that, yeah, look at that, we got the Strength card as well. Leo energy, the card of unconditional love. They're trying to find their courage, their perseverance, anything just to face you. But I do feel something happened, and now your person's realizing, why did I listen to them, or why did I take someone's advice? I do feel that there are some people jealous of you, or they don't want you in the picture. I think then the issue is not on your end, it's the people on their end. Yeah. Balance. This is the complete opposite of the Devil. It is temperance, Sagittarius energy. It's moderation of mind, body, spirit. It's about self-control, where your person has to realize, I need to compromise. I need to listen. I need to actually be patient here with Aries. They really want to heal this. They really do. They've done a lot of damage though, I'll be honest. I can already see there's been a lot of damage. I just feel like there's been a lot of gossip. People on their end, I don't know why they don't want you to be with this person, with them. I think it's more selfish reasons. The world, please, is clarified by the Magician. Wow. Gemini and Virgo energy here. They're trying to manifest themselves back into your life. If you've been wanting also Aries and you start with this person, watch your thoughts carefully, because this is already telling me that you're also manifesting like this. I can't click like this. You're pretty much at light speed here. It's about, empowerment, preparing yourself for a new beginning, manifesting, and it's all about starting on a clean slate here. Both of you have all the tools now, the experience to start fresh here. This is such an interesting reading. Knight of Cups, please, is clarified. That's the apology because of the Seven of Swords. Yeah, that's a bit blurry. So Seven of Swords is Aquarius energy. That's the apology. Sorry, I wasn't honest with you. So yeah, you're going to be very cautious about this. They have to accept the consequences, right? But I see that you're going to throw caution to the wind. It's like, as much as some of you want to hear from them, perhaps even just start talking to them again, have the chance to forgive them, you're being very careful. And that I like about you. I think that's fantastic. We know that the Seven of Swords is about deceit. Lying, cheating, stealing. Perhaps they were trying to be strategic, trying to get away with something, or trying to keep you and a third party happy, for example. And that's the apology that comes here. But they're really going to have to fight for this. Especially if you know that this person does any lies or manipulation, if they twist conversations around, they know it's not going to work this time. The Devil, please, is clarified. This is interesting. The Devil has been clarified by the Devil. It's called ego, but it's still the Devil. So just be aware that this person is working on themselves, but they could be, sometimes, yes, the Devil can be overly materialistic, right? They could be sometimes very dependent, emotionally needy, emotionally dependent on you. So don't be surprised if this person suddenly becomes very clingy, right? That's just, I feel like they may have fear of abandonment here. They lost you once. They're probably going to be afraid for the rest of their life if they were to lose you again. So this is something they really do need to work on. Self-sabotage. They really do need to work on this. And now they realize trust has been severed. I don't see that you trust this person with your life, but I think it's a work in progress here. But to have the Devil clarified by the Devil is already telling me this person, this may have been an on-again, off-again relationship. They probably showed less than desirable sides to them more than once. And now it's like, now they want to be back. But of course, the fact that we also have Judgment that's come out twice here, I feel like they're trying. They've had an awakening. They've done a lot of self-evaluation, self-reflection. We also saw briefly the Hermit, which again is telling me that they're doing a lot of inside work. But this is not going to happen overnight. I feel like they really need to prove themselves. This is someone that when they've got something good, it can be great, but then they self-sabotage it. I feel like this person suffers from impulsivity, and this is something they absolutely need to work on. Let's see. We have the Two of Cups. Yikes. It's not really looking the best for your person. We do have the Five of Pentacles. Sorry if I said Five of Cups. Five of Pentacles, Taurus energy here. This is the thing. Has this person abandoned you in the past, or did they just disappear? Because this is a card of worry. It's a high rejection card. I feel like they're more worried that you're going to reject them, that you're going to close the door in their face. Because they may have blocked you, ghosted you. They left you on red, for example. Maybe they chose something or someone else over you. Or they chose money over you. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be something or someone here. I feel like you're going to be questioning this person's motives. Thing is, in the past, this relationship never started off on the right foot. I feel like it never really took off the way you wanted it to. And now that they're back, now that they are coming back, it's going to take a while. I do feel, that's why I saw that there is going to be some level of success, but it's not going to happen overnight. This may be a slow burner where it's like Show me proof. Show me that I can trust you. And I love that. I love that attitude. If you're coming from that place, you're just protecting yourself. And I love that. What clarity are you getting about this person? Wow. So we've got the King meets the Queen of Cups, but we're not together. So I feel what's happening here is that you know that you do love this person. There are feelings there, right? You may be in love with them. Some of you just might love this person. But what's happening here, I need a bonus message. Yeah. You're going to be holding back until they prove themselves to you. 8 of Swords. That's holding back on purpose. That's Gemini energy. I feel like there's some fears here. If you see this person reverting back to their old ways before the 10 of Cups, my favorite 10, Pisces energy, you're happily ever after. They see that with you. A lot of you are not seeing that yet. And I don't blame you. After what they did, they're going to make their feelings very clear, very known to you. And I'm going to admit, this person does love you. But of course, you know, what they said to you, what they did to you, their lack of actions, all the times that they show that you cannot trust them, it's very different compared to now, right? But this is going to be a work in progress. You know, the devil's not going to disappear overnight. But the sun's there. It does soften the effect of any challenging cards here. I feel like many of you are going to take this very slow. That's what I'm picking up. It's almost like, yes, I do love you, but you want to fill up your own cup first. You've got very strong boundaries here. You're very loving, Aries. You're loyal. You're very giving. And I feel like some of you are going to say, I'll give you another chance, but we're only going to be friends until I see fit here. So in other words, we're going to start again, but on your terms. This person really has a lot to prove. They're going to have to really go above and beyond. If they want this with you, which I see that they do, they're going to have to work for it. They are absolutely going to have to work for it, because this person may have sabotaged this connection not once, not twice, probably even more than that. So you're going to put an end to that, and that's why they're going to have to tread very carefully. They're skating on thin ice and the water is seeping through. So what I like is that they're going to work for it. They're absolutely going to work for it. They're going to apologize for the times that they hurt you, that may have even lied to you, withheld information, even about a certain third party. I can see here, I'm seeing a divine feminine here that absolutely was kind of in the shadows, very intimidated, very jealous of this connection, which is very immature on their part, because queens are supposed to be mature, right? But if anything, I'm just letting you know as a heads up, this person is returning. It is a bit complicated. I can see that eventually you'll give this person another chance, but you're doing it on your terms. And I think that's very smart. You're more wiser. This person's just catching up here. Let's check out your optional extended reading, especially if you want more clarity or more confirmation, or if you need a bit more convincing. I'll be using 2 different decks. They're lined up behind me, ready to use. In the extended reading, I'll quickly just reiterate, we are going to put a spotlight on your person. I always say we're going to have a peek over the fence. I want to see what is going on with your person right now. Hopefully we're going to get more information, and I want to see what is going on right now in your person's universe. So nothing is going to be withheld. There's no gatekeeping. I want to find out right now what is going on with your person. So remember, the link is in the description box below. I'll see you on the other side. But if this is where we depart, I'll see you this Saturday, hopefully at 12 p.m. for your bonus weekend mini love tarot reading. Power to you, Aries. Never ever change for anyone. And I'll see you over at the extended. Bye, Aries.